So how do you write an opening statement on a CV? So this is called various things. It could be a profile, it could be a professional summary, it could be an executive summary. Personally, I don't like calling it a personal profile because it shouldn't be about your person. So personal profile kind of leads you down the wrong track, really. But whatever you call it, it's that paragraph at the top. And the purpose of it is to explain to the reader of your CV what you are and what you have to offer them. So there is a formula that works really well. I would suggest keeping that opening statement to no longer than 9 lines is your absolute maximum. 8 lines is nice. 7 lines if you can get everything in. But you don't want to make it too long, but you also need to give yourself enough opportunity to say what you want to say. So the formula that I would suggest is to start by telling people what you are. This is the first thing that people need to know. If they are looking for a management accountant, the only thing they care about right there and then is, are you a management accountant? If they're looking for a IT project manager, the only thing they care about when they open up that CV is, are you an IT project manager? And this is why people often say you've got 7 seconds to get the reader's attention. It's not because it takes people 7 seconds to read a CV. That would be impossible. That they're not superhuman, of course. But you need to get their attention. It's a little bit like when you're looking at an advert in a newspaper or online. If that headline of the advert doesn't get your attention immediately, you won't read the rest of the advert. And it's the same with a CV. So you've got this short space of time to get their attention. And what a recruiter or a hiring manager is looking for is, are you an appropriate and relevant candidate for the job? So the first thing you must do is tell people what you are, and that really should tie in with the title of the job. Like I say, if they're looking for let's take another example, if they're looking for an engineer, you need to tell them you're an engineer and be as specific as you can. What kind of engineer are you? So the very first part of your CV tells people what you are. You then should go on to discuss or to explain what your value proposition is. And that might sound a little bit kind of fancy pants, but a value proposition is just the value that you're suggesting or proposing you can offer your future employer. So your value proposition. So let's take one of my team as an example. So I've got a team of 30 people over here, and they write CVs for people, and their value proposition might be something along the lines of, experienced CV writer, expert in developing leading edge personal branding collateral such as CVs and LinkedIn profiles that significantly improves our client's ability to get a job. So it kind of does what it says on the tin statement, isn't it? It's, this is what we are, or I am, or you are, and this is what I can offer. This is the purpose of my professional existence. Another example, let's just say somebody's senior in the accountancy profession. They might say they're an experienced finance director, and they're an expert in embedding robust financial management and financial governance capability across organizations to protect cash flow and profit. That's kind of their purpose, really, isn't it? So that's what a value proposition is. And then once you've done those 2 bits, you then follow that up with the what I call your key strengths. So what are the 4 things that you're really good at? So these are a little bit more robust than just listing your skills. And we write these in a features and benefits style. So this is a kind of marketing technique where you don't just describe the feature of the thing you're selling, you describe the feature and then the benefit of it, and then it resonates much better with your target audience, features and benefits. So you do this on your CV. If you want to tell people that you're good at, let's say, embedding performance management across organizations, that's fine, but go on to explain how that might have some benefit. So, I'm really good at embedding performance management frameworks across organizations to drive superior productivity and service delivery capability, for example. So you're not just saying what you're good at, you're saying how being good at that benefits the organization that you are proposing to work for. Now, you don't write that in the first person using I and my, as I said there. We actually write CVs in a style called implied first person, which is first person, but you drop the pronouns, so you don't use I and my. A little bit of a side tip there. But nevertheless, features and benefits statements. So to go back to the start here, so you start by saying what you are and make sure that aligns with the job title. You then describe your value proposition, and then you go on to talk about your 4 key strengths, and you write them in a features and benefits style. When you put that together, it should be a paragraph that's maybe 8 lines long, and that should really tie in with the key components of the position that you are applying for.